everyone, it's the last day of June. I would show you what I've been up to. I've been so busy sewing this month. It's been a bit crazy actually. I've just had loads of free time on my hands, so I've filled it with needles and threads and all things sewing. I did want to film this video earlier, but I've been a bit coldy and ill, so I waited till that kind of subsided. I'm still at the end of it, but at least my talking's a bit more clear now, so hopefully the sound's alright. But you've probably noticed my hair's changed colour again. We're getting there, we're nearly at the white. I've got one last toner to do which will hopefully make it white, but there's lots of white bits and I'm kind of liking Nordic Scandi style of it at the moment, so I'm having a lot of fun with that. And the good thing about going white is it means it goes with every colour, so I'm really exploring some other colours that I don't normally use. So I've made a lot of the things that I said I was going to in the beginning of June video, and let me just begin. So I'm wearing today my ultimate trousers by Sew Over It, and I made this in the lovely spotty cotton drill that I got from Fabric Godmother. It was just £5 a metre, it was absolutely amazing, part of the sale, and I loved using it. It's got a really nice stretch to it but not too much, and I made the high-waisted version which Lisa's got in her blog and has done a video for it as well, so I really love these. They're becoming such a staple. I also put in a proper zip. I didn't put in a little plastic one, I put in a proper metal jean zip, because the ones that I've made in the past, the zip's gone on the first or second wear because it's just a bit too thin. I think it's meant to be an invisible zip, and the first one I tried just ripped straight away. There's too much pressure there, I think, for me anyway. Maybe it's the big meals when I'm eating them. So I put in a proper zip. I also put darts in the waistband because sometimes I find with things like this that the waistband gapes a bit, so I put the dart in the front and in the back, and it's just really a nicer fit that way for me. So I'm really happy with them. I've already worn them loads, and I've got another pair to show you in a bit. So another pair of Sew Over It ultimate trousers. In fact, I'm in a whole Sew Over It outfit. It's the lovely stretch cotton that I got from the fabric swap, and it's electric blue with red spots, which is just awesome. I love that combination. I've always looked for it, so I was very happy to get it. And I made again the high-waisted version. Might need to do a pleat again in this waistband because it's got a little bit of a gape. Nice solid zip. And yeah, they just fit so well. They're so comfortable. I've lived in these just as much, if not more, than the other ones. As soon as I made them, I wore them every day. They're perfect for just everyday wear as well because they're so comfortable. There is a bit of room for a nice big meal, and yeah, I just really love them. The silk cami is made from the lovely viscose that I got from the fabric swap as well, so it's a whole fabric swap Sew Over It outfit. And I was so pleased to be able to finally wear this colour. I whizzed it up really quickly. Basically, this is the facing, and I bias bound it, which was really nice to do, but has kind of given me just a nice line across my bust and my back, which I don't really know what to do with. I don't really mind, and my husband thought it looked quite Japanese, so that was quite good. But then I've seen other family members that have been very rude about it and have said I need to sort it out. So I'll either take out the facing and do a full lining, because obviously it's a bit see-through, or maybe I'll just bias bind the top. I don't know, I'm working on what to do. But I love the kind of cut of it. I really like the fit. It's quite different for me, but different is good. And again, I really did want to play with some new colours with my new hair and the new palette, so this is a really good one to start with for me because I love the colours. I think they're beautiful and very summery, and it makes me feel really happy. So next outfit. The Chiffon Maxi Skirt. It's just so pretty. I'm so pleased I made this. It was a real kind of learning curve for me because I've never just cut into a piece of fabric and made something completely from scratch. I normally trace around something or use some kind of directions, but I just hung it on myself, thought that should be about right, cut a bit of elastic that was exactly the right size. I chose a lovely lining. I was gonna go with a jersey, but I found this beautiful crepey, probably a poly crepe, dusty pink, and I just thought that was the perfect lining for it. So my cats in Paris are very happy as a skirt, and I'll get a lot of wear out of this in warmer months as well, because if it's not raining, because don't you hate it when you're wearing maxi skirt and it's raining and the rain climbs up your legs? Horrible. But it's quite warm. It's actually maybe a bit heavier than I should have done, but I think it's a really nice summery skirt, so I'm very happy with it. This is probably my favourite make of the whole month. This is the measuring tape midi skirt, a few pleats and a nice waistband, and it's kind of midi length. I don't know if you can see, a bit of a jump. I also extended the waistband so that I can put a button at the top and stopped the zip before the waistband, because I prefer to have a really nice fit there, so having a button tucking you in and then the zip is just a nicer fit. So I went with that, and I have had so many comments on this skirt. I wore it to a car boot sale a couple of weeks ago, and honestly I by the end of it I was actually saying to people, how much would you pay for it, and would you like me to make you one, because I'm going to start a business based on this skirt. I absolutely can't get over how many comments. So if you want me to make you one, I will, and I'm absolutely going to do that. I'm going to start selling them in an Etsy shop, and you will see a lot more of skirts like this. I also did some knitting this month. I made this lovely Marion cardigan by Andy Satterland. I think she's called Untangling Knots as well on Ravelry, and I haven't finished because I haven't put my buttons on, but apart from that it's all done. It's been blocked out. I love the cables, and I just love how well it goes with the skirt. And it was quite funny because I realised that while this was blocking out, and I just finished making this skirt, and I was like, oh, they go together so well. So the next day I wore this outfit and it was so hot, but I refused to take this cardigan off because I was like, no, this is part of the outfit, I can't do it. So I was like dripping with sweat. But don't worry, I've washed it since then. Yeah, so I'm really, really happy with this little outfit. And my question to you is, what colour buttons would you put on this cardigan? Because I've been toying with the idea of maybe pink or orange or yellow, but I don't know. There's 4 buttons and they'll go like that when they're done. So please write in the comments, what buttons should I put on this lovely cardigan? Now this stripy top I love so much. I just traced around a top that I have that's kind of similar. It's not so boat neck, actually it's more like that, so I made it more of a boat neck. And I was going to make this into the maxi dress that I showed you in the early June video, where I was going to have this as the top, and then a black waistband, and then the geometric print black and white as the skirt. I've actually got some just here. That was going to be the skirt, and I did even cut it out and everything, but I just don't like it. I just don't like it as a print, and it's going in the fabric swap on Monday that I'm going to. There's obviously bits that aren't cut out as well. There's quite a lot of it, so someone can have that on Monday hopefully. But anyway, back to the top. Yeah, it's just really nice, stable knit. It might be a Ponte Roma. It's just really lovely and stable and sturdy, and I really like this kind of fit. And I haven't actually made a stripy top, which is crazy because I have a lot of them, and it's the kind of thing that I love wearing. So I'm just wearing my ginger jeans. Very simple. No fastenings, probably took about half an hour to make in all. I whizzed it up on my overlocker on all the seams and just used a simple twin needle on the hems, so I'm really happy with it. It was very easy to make. And last but definitely not least, I'm so happy to say that I've made the lovely tunic top from Feminine Wardrobe that I showed you in the fabric haul video, because it was probably the first thing I made after that. Actually, I've been dying to make it ever since I've seen it, and I really love this. My sister calls it my pregnancy top, which isn't very nice, but I like this kind of fit, especially with tight jeans, and so I'm really happy with it. I love the big bow. I didn't realise it's not attached at all, so I might work on something like maybe just put the loops on the tie and buttons on the top, so maybe I can attach it, but then it's quite nice actually to wear it without sometimes, so it makes it a bit more different and a bit interesting. I do like it with the bow. So I haven't fully finished it. I'm very bad at my buttons, I don't know if you've noticed, but I haven't sewn buttons on the top yet, and I'm not sure that fit is that good, because the buttons probably should be like there, but they're going to be there. and also the loops are really small, so I don't know quite what buttons I'm going to put on it. Maybe just hooks. So it's like a big eye and a hook. I've got some big hooks, big hooks and eyes. Eyes and hooks? Yeah, I don't know. Nothing really to report on this about how it was just really easy to make. Came together really quickly, and I really love this whole panelled thing. I've never really made anything panelled before, and I think I'm going to try a maxi dress in exactly this style. It'll be quite voluminous and quite tent-like, but I like that, and I can always wear it with a belt and cinch it in if my sister's there. So I have made a lot this month, and also I think we should get the visitor back. Oh, I got the dog! I got the dog! So Hobbes would love to say goodbye to you as well, and he's very heavy, so we'll keep this short. But I just wanted to say thank you so much for all your support and new subscribers. Hello! Thank you so much for watching. You've been amazing, amazing, amazing the last few weeks, sending lots of comments and ideas. And you've given me an idea. I thought I'd do a question and answer session. So in a couple of vlogs time, I'm going to do a video where I just answer your questions. So please start sending them in. And I'll also do a blog on Gabberdashery.com to ask the same thing. So get in touch, let me know what you want to know. It can be about anything. It doesn't have to be sewing, it could be knitting, it could be my music, whatever. About Hobbes, I want to answer questions about Hobbes because he's just lovely. So yeah, please do that. And I also have a competition coming up next week. Ooh! I've been looking for the right prize to give you just as a little thank you. So I've got a competition and I think you'll love the prize. It's pretty awesome. You guys rock my world, and I will see you soon. Have a good week. Take care.